Okay, this is a collective energy analysis for the week. So this is what I expect most people that are on the Ascension path to be, their energy. So, you know, we have the three densities, third, fourth, fifth, the trifurcation, the three earths splitting, three different realities basically playing out right now. So this group is moving into the ascended earth, will be moving into the higher density range, but you're at the tipping point right now. You're kind of balancing, ready to move into 5D, but not quite sure of how to do that. So your symptoms could be feeling out of body, unable to ground, not wanting to ground, feeling uncomfortable grounding. So like if you ground into the 3D grid and core, it feels, it doesn't feel good. So there's like a need to ground, but you can't really ground, and that's because you have to ground into a separate core. You have to ground into the 5D core. So what I'm seeing is the higher gateways are really open, expanded, charged. Third eye is distorted and the heart's distorted. So there's some clearing needed on the heart and the third eye so that you can actually perceive the shift. And so if you feel like maybe there's some energies blocking you or you can't see clearly, you're really expanded and open, but there's just some confusion there. This is why. Okay, so you need to open the third eye, open the heart, and prepare to shift into the fifth density. So your frequency, this group's frequency is around 500 kilohertz. You can shift into the 5D at 600 kilohertz. So right now, what you're being asked to do is to activate the Merkana, do the diamond star light body activation, and work with the galactic healing transmission. And this will prepare your system to move into the 5D, okay? If you're unsure, you can always shoot me an email and I can do an analysis for you. But what I would start with, so those three things are to get you prepared to shift into ground in the 5D grid and core. But basically what we're looking at is the system is the solar plexus down to the earth gateway are closed, okay? So you are not anchoring. So what they're showing me is essentially the root and the earth gateway are a little distorted in the 5D system because you're preparing to shift or in that transition right now. You're already running the 5D upgraded system, but you haven't grounded yet because you're showing in the 3D system. Okay, I know this gets confusing, but basically what happens is your 3D system, when you move into 5D, everything drops down. So the throat, the frequency of the throat essentially, which is the fifth density, moves down into the root. So they're showing me that shift, but you're basically sitting on top of your body, and you need to shift so that your spirit can come into the body and anchor into the aqua heart, okay? So some other symptoms you could be feeling is a loss of hope or joy, feeling overwhelmed. So the 3D energies are really, really heavy. There's a lot of clearing, a lot of purification. And so you're basically lifting out of the body so you don't feel those. And your frequency is too high to actually ground back into the old system, so you need to shift. The remedy here is to believe in your dreams and your visions, no matter how they're perceived. So if you are making the shift and on the ascension path, your perspective of the future, your focus, your reality is going to be a lot different than those in 3D and even 4D, okay? Their focus, their resonance is at in a completely different reality, and they're going down a separate path and separate timeline, okay? So don't feel like you have to get pulled on those timelines. Focus on what it is you want to create. And the issue here is that you're at this tipping point and you need to self-realize, and if you need help, you can contact me because this is what we do in the academy and the one-on-ones. But you can shift over into the 5D system and get your energy harmonized with the ascended earth, the higher frequencies, and the upgraded chakra system, okay? So I will link those sessions below. They are in the blog section in the academy.